So, Battlefield 4. What do I think about Battlefield 4? Well, you know what I think about this game? You really want to know? You want to know what I think about this? It's fucking amazing. It's amazing. Now, that being said, I'm not going to sit here and pretend that there's absolutely nothing wrong with this game. There's plenty of things wrong with it. They've been, the bugs and the glitches in this game, they've been well documented on the internet. The biggest problem I personally had with it, playing through the campaign, was if you've ever played PC games, I'm sure you guys are familiar with CTDs or crash to desktop problems, where you would be playing the game 1 minute and then the next minute you would be staring at your desktop wondering what the fuck just happened. Like the game just like, nah, I'm out, peace. And then next second you're staring at your desktop and most of the time you don't even have an error message associated with it. You know, what the fuck's going on? That's exactly what happened with this, and it happens on multiple platforms, so it's not an Xbox problem, it's not a Microsoft problem, so, you know, you guys who want to see Redmond, Washington fucking burn to the ground, get over it. That's the biggest problem I had with the campaign in this game, was I would be playing, you know, playing through a level, or a level would be loading, and then bam, I'm right back at the dashboard, like wondering what the hell happened. And, excuse me, and that would be it. But I'm very happy, I'm very, very, very happy to say, and very happy to report, excuse me, oh man, I'm very happy to report that I finished the campaign. I got through the entire campaign after about 3 or 4 of the crashing to the dashboard I experienced, but I made it through it. Everything was there that the game wanted to load was there, and I had no problems with anything missing, so good job, DICE. Baby steps, you know. There were a few other problems, but hey, A for effort, gold star. Now, when you're making Battlefield 5 or Bad Company 3, whichever you guys are going to make next, now you got to make the campaign a little more interesting. I did also have a problem where halfway through the game there was one sequence that broke. One. It only happened one time because I reloaded the checkpoint and it didn't happen again. It worked immediately right after that, so that's good. But other complaints about the campaign, technical issues aside, 7 levels. That's all you're getting in this campaign. 7 levels. 7 levels? You're talking to someone who cut his teeth on DOS shooters on the PC, where the single player portion was like 3 or 4 episodes in a game, and each episode had like 10 or 12 levels in it. So we're talking almost 40 levels in the single player campaign. Granted, they weren't as large as the 7 levels in this game, but come on. 7 levels? Let's get real here. And, you know, I'll also give DICE an A for effort for making the campaign a little more enticing, because when you go through the campaign and you complete the levels, and depending on what ending you get, because there's multiple endings in this game, there's 3 different endings you can choose. You get weapons to use in multiplayer, so at least they put some kind of incentive for you to play through it, and the campaign isn't that bad. You know, it's a 7 out of 10. It's serviceable. It's not balls to the wall fucking amazing. Like, it's predictable. You know, it's your over the top junk food filled, you know, Michael Bay-esque, you know, explosions everywhere action piece. You know, if you've played a shooter in the past 5 or 6 years, you're going to know what to expect here. The writing is subpar. You got your double crosses, you got your double crosses. It's all here. It's formulaic, but it gets the job done. I'm going to play through it again because, you know, you got to get those chivos, know what I'm saying? And, you know, there's a couple of weapons I missed along the way I want to get for multiplayer. So, yeah, not really much else to say about the single player. It's there. It's good. It's way fucking better than Battlefield 3 single player campaign ever hoped to be. You know, and that's impressive because this game has barely been out, what, 2 months? And I played Battlefield 3, what, like a year after it came out, and it still was plagued with problems. So, you know, they got a solid campaign on their hands this time. So good job, guys. Moving on to multiplayer, I have put like 25, 26 hours into multiplayer. That's 90% of the time playing domination because I think domination in this game is great. I love the close quarters battle aspect of it. The maps are much better and they're bigger this time around. It's like playing a good version of Call of Duty. Okay, Call of Duty Ghosts, more like Call of Duty is toast, all right? Because this game, Call of Duty Ghosts has wet dreams every night of sucking this game's dick, okay? It's over. I haven't played Call of Duty Ghosts. I've had plenty of opportunity to play it on the 360 because there's a bunch of red boxes around here I can go and rent it, but really, why should I even bother? I know it's going to suck. I've watched endless videos of Call of Duty Ghosts. It's even worse than Black Ops 2 was. And, you know, I'm also reading, I'm glad to see on the internet that I'm reading people that are wising up to it. They're saying this is bullshit. You know, I'm tired of this fucking shit every single year. You know, it took me like a couple years to finally come to that conclusion, but it just, Call of Duty sucks. This game is way better. Everything about this game is not only better than Call of Duty, but it's better than Battlefield 3. The graphics are obviously better. For the first time in consoles, you're going to see what what people who've been playing it, if you played the past entries on the PC like I have, you finally get to see 64-player conquest battles in all their glory. It's fucking, oh my god, it's amazing. Explosions everywhere. You got, you know, tanks rolling up and shooting shells everywhere. You got jets whizzing over your head and choppers. It's craziness. And I love it. I love every second of it. The multiplayer is fantastic. Like I said, the graphics are better. The guns are better. The gunplay's a little bit different this time around. There's a bunch more recoil on all the weapons that DICE put in here. But you get used to it. It's manageable. Especially when you get out of the starter guns, because the starter guns in each kit suck this time around. Once you get to like the mid-range guns and you start messing around with the attachments just a little bit, it's good times. Let's see what else. Like I said, the domination maps are bigger, so you're not going to get as close quarters as possible. Sniper rifles and shotguns are still bullshit in this game. My recon kit with a shotgun and a motion sensor and C4, you know, I'm almost on the top of the scoreboard almost every single match I use them in. But yeah, this game's great. If you've liked Battlefield in the past at all, get this fucking game. I got this because, you know, thanks to buying games on Steam when I was really a PC gamer, and that causing me to be frugal, because with Steam games, as you all know who use Steam, their sales are ridiculous. They got their Christmas sale going on right now, you know, with games that almost just came out that are only like $5 or $10 now. Like, stuff like that's ruined me when it comes to consoles. But on the other hand, it does let me focus on games I already bought, so I can actually go and play them. Like Steam, I'll buy like literally hundreds of games for $5 each, and I won't even know which one to play first. So that has caused me to be a bit frugal with my console purchases this time, but I had no problems buying this for $60 because I know I'm going to be playing this for months, if not until next year at least, before I even start to get sick of it. I haven't bought Battlefield Premium yet. I'm going to wait for a sale on that because I did get the limited edition. You can see I got China Rising, which is the first DLC pack, but I'll probably still end up getting Premium just because I love this game a lot. There were similar issues in multiplayer with crashing to the dashboard, you know, a lot of people losing connection to servers. A lot of people couldn't even get connected to servers. But that seems to finally have subsided just a little bit. I know there's a few people out there that probably have crashing, but not nearly as often as when this game was first launched. And they actually, I'm kind of proud of DICE this time around because they came around and said, we are going to fix this game up to the best of our ability before we even worry about DLC packs or charging people shit for you. Like, there's people that have actually called Xbox support and gotten refunds for their premium. So, you know, kudos to them. They're really taking care of their customers. So I'm really proud of DICE this time around. But like I said, a lot of the launch issues that happened with this game, a lot of them have been ironed out. There's really no problems with this game. Like, I can play this game for hours upon hours on end, which I'm about to right now, actually, in a few minutes, because I got an itchy trigger finger here. Fantastic game. Can't say enough good things about it. Like I said, small issues when they first came out. 95% of them got ironed out. From my personal experience, from what I can see, go get this game. That's the only physical game I have. Like I also said in my previous Xbox One Impressions video, I also have Crimson Dragon. I haven't gotten to check that out yet. And I also have Killer Instinct. Obviously, Killer Instinct is still a digital release, so I have no case for it. But I'm hoping if they... I think there's rumors of they're going to do a physical release of the whole kit and caboodle of Killer Instinct, where you buy like an actual physical product. You're going to get all the characters, you're going to get all the costumes, all that good stuff. So I'm waiting for that. And if that does happen, I would prefer to have a physical disc because, like I mentioned, my internet speed is shit. And I just like having, you know, these games are huge. This is like a 35 gig install on your hard drive. I don't want to sit here and download 35 gigs of a fucking game. I would rather just go, like, even if I had to go to Best Buy or Amazon and get a physical disc, since these are Blu-ray discs now, like, these are big fucking games, people. And I would rather go get a disc and install it, and if I had to download a couple gigs of patches or updates, then I'll go do that. So if you're going all digital this console generation, God bless you. Killer Instinct is fun, going back to that. Like I said in my last video also, I'm not really good at fighting games. I'm the scrubbiest of scrubs right now. But I'm trying to get the combos down, but it's very nice how they did it. Wow, like Killer Instinct just oozes with presentation. Oozes it. Amazing. Like right down to the menus and everything. Like everything just looks so slick. It looks well done. Like you can tell whoever worked on this game put a lot of heart into it. And the model they went with is interesting because you can download it for free and you could just play with Jago and get a feel for the game. You can go through survival mode. You can do versus matches. You can do you can go to the dojo, which is what I'm doing now, and it breaks it down it breaks down all the mechanics that have been in fighting games for years into 32 different parts, and it takes you step by step of just knowing how to, like, the very first lesson is moving forward and moving backward, and then you go all the way to, okay, now let's see you cultivate all the stuff you've learned and do like a 100 hit combo consecutively. Like it takes you from every single stage in between those two. So it's fantastic, and it's really helping me understand fighting games more, and it's helping me you know, become a better player. I hope I can be at least average at Killer Instinct. But it's great to see Killer Instinct back, and they brought it back in a huge way. It's amazing. Probably one of the best fighting games I ever played. Haven't played a lot of fighting games since like probably the Super Nintendo days. So, or even like the PlayStation days, PlayStation 1. So, but what's there is great. Fantastic job, and really those are the only two games I got to play so far. Still trying to wrap up my latest Mantra review. That'll hopefully be done soon. So I'm trying the best I can to get more videos on here. So everyone who's watching, please spread the word to my channel if you like any of these videos. If you like the Mantra videos especially, I'm very proud of those. I put a lot of effort into those. And hopefully if YouTube doesn't keep going crazy with all this copyright shit going on, I'll still be able to do it. I haven't been hit with like many false claims, just one or two, but I disputed them and everything's okay. So, you know, all you other content creators out there doing hard work, and you've been slapped with copyright issues, You know, hang in there, guys. I feel your pain a little bit. And hopefully that subsides, and you know, we get to do what I believe is free advertising for all these game companies. Like, a lot of these companies are stepping up and supporting these content creators because they know it's free advertising for their game. So it's really not a big deal. So I hope it subsides. But that's all I got for now. Merry Christmas again, Happy Holidays again, and I will see you guys in 2014. And that's my mantra. Have a good one, guys.